Kauyumari means blue deer. It's a word in Huichol. The Huichol people is the indigenous population that live in Nayarit and in Jalisco. Every year the Huicholes make a pilgrimage, and the idea is to get in touch with their ancestors. And the way to do it is that they have to eat peyote, which is an hallucinogenic cactus. The spiritual guide that makes that happen is the blue deer. So that's why for the Huicholes, this blue deer is extremely important, because he is the guide and he will take them to eat the peyote. The Huicholes, the way they think is that they can repeat a melody for hundreds of times. But then I think that by repeating all the time this melody, they get in trance. I mean, it's something like a mantra. It's a way to healing their wounds or to healing their soul. So for me, Kauyumari, it's a piece that it has this idea that we could have a new beginning by just listening to this music and kind of a mantra kind of thing. So it has these repetitions similar to the Bolero de Ravel. I have this in my mind. Obviously, it's a totally different aesthetic, but as a model that you have a melody and then you start repeating this melody, but every time this melody has a repetition, it's always different in terms of orchestration. And this is what I wanted to try. So the piece begins with a very, very slow introduction with a melody, but the melody is just an insinuation of the melody. It's just something very quiet, and I wanted to introduce the melody by two trumpets out of the stage, so that you suddenly hear this sound, but you don't know exactly where this sound is coming from. And then as soon as the melody starts getting into this groove, into this rhythm, we start with the piccolo, and then we have the whole section of woodwinds and then the strings. So every time this melody is going to be repeated, it's going to be repeated in a very different way. And at the very end, my idea was that, because this is how, the Huicholes get in touch with the peyote and eat the peyote, and everything becomes really psychedelic and hallucinogenic and have all these visions and get in touch with your ancestors. So my idea is that at the very end, this melody is going to disappear, except the rhythm. The rhythm is still there, so that we could give this idea that it's totally, psychedelic and hallucinogenic. So I did a lot of, interesting, rhythmic stuff to this, to this melody, so that, but the groove is always there. Actually, the speed goes faster and faster. Towards the end, the idea is to get a little bit faster and to get a little bit crazy. I think that Kauyumari is a joyful piece, to produce a music that could be uplifting, that you just enjoy to play the music, enjoy to listen to the music. And my idea is to celebrate life through the music.